Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a delicious spicy cranberry sauce. This recipe is so easy to do and it will really impress your guests. We have 4 ingredients. We have our fresh cranberries, 500 grams of fresh cranberries. You can use frozen if you want. We just need to adjust our cooking time. We have some muscovado sugar. You can use normal sugar if you want, but man, this just adds such a good flavor, especially when mixed in with these. I like to use a dark muscovado because when you're using chilies, you just want those bold flavors in there. We have some pineapple, and both pineapple and the muscovado sugar are 200 grams. The pineapple is fresh as well. You can use tinned if you want, but fresh is always best. And of course, lovely fresh chilies right from my greenhouse. This is actually from the last harvest that I've been able to get this year. It is winter, so everything's pretty much died off. But we have 5 peri-peri chilies over here. These are fairly hot, about 175,000 Scoville. If you don't have peri-peri, you can use Thai chilies. That'll work as well. And then over here we have 2 cayenne. First things first, we need to blend up our pineapple with our sugar. Once we get that all blended up, we're going to add in our chilies. You take the stalks off, but the rest of it you leave intact. Throw that in there. Oh, I can smell the, the pineapple in there. And let's blend that up together as well. Once this mixture is simmering like you see over here, we're going to start adding our cranberries. We can just dump the whole lot in. Now, like I said before, you can use frozen cranberries if you want. Now, counter to what you may think, you actually need to cook it for less time when you're using frozen. So, because I'm using fresh, you want to cook this for around about 10 minutes until these cranberries have softened up a little bit. If you're using frozen, that time is probably around about 5 or 6 minutes, so a little bit less time than with fresh. But man, this is looking good already. So yeah, you just want to keep it moving around. Don't cook it on too high a heat. You want to leave this at barely a simmer. I'm actually going to turn that down a little bit. And yeah, just keep it moving. You don't want anything to burn at the bottom of your pot. And we'll come back to this in about 10 minutes time. That is looking perfect. We have some of them breaking apart, some of them are still whole. You want to have big pieces in here. You don't want your cranberry sauce to be all mushed up. So we're going to switch that off. And let's put it inside this jar, ready for Christmas Eve. Oh, wow, that looks good. So let's put quite a bit in there. This looks and smells incredible. Now, it's probably not going to have the spice levels that I would normally have if I was making this just for myself. But of course, we're having a big gathering for Christmas Eve. So, you know, there's people with varying spice tolerances. And I don't want to completely blow their taste buds. So I have gone a little bit easy on the chilies. I probably would go with another 3 or 4. But let's give it a try, see how we've done. And I hope it isn't too hot. It's been a little while since I last made this, but wow, so good. The tang of the cranberries Got a little bit of the pineapple coming through there. Very sweet, of course, because of the sugar. The spice level's there. It's enough to be a hint of spice rather than smack you in the face with spice. But if I was making this for myself, I would probably go with another 5 peri-peri with this amount. And I think that would be a good level for this. It'll really complement it. Don't go too heavy on the spice. Don't go adding something silly like habanero or Carolina Reaper. I mean, hey, you can go do that. That's fine. But you will upset the balance a little bit. This is such a good tasting sauce, and if you like cranberry sauce, you are going to love this. You're probably never going to want to buy cranberry sauce from the store again, because this is incredible and you'll get so many compliments from your guests. Now, if you were going to be making this, you can store it for about a week. I'm put it in this container, of course, and I'll close it up with a lid. And I'll stick it in the fridge. It'll stay there for a week, no problem at all, although we're having Christmas Eve in a couple of days' time. But it'll last a week. When you are ready to use it, bring it up to room temperature, maybe a little bit warmer. Put it in the oven on very low heat. But you want it at least at room temperature. You don't want it cold. It'll just be so much nicer. And also you want to cool down your food that you're adding it to. Now, the type of things you can add it to, if you aren't used to eating cranberry sauce, if this is something that's fairly new to you, then traditionally this is had with turkey. So you'll have this, liberally applied to your turkey. But it's not just for turkey. You can have this with chicken. You can have this with pork, beef. Most meats, really, it'll go really nicely with. But yeah, traditionally with turkey. But make some of this, give it a try. I'm sure you'll figure out some other things you'll try it on as well. And if you do try it, please let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm fairly confident you're going to love it. The big change for me was changing from using apples. I used to use apples, mixed half apples with apple juice, and I switched over to using pineapple because when I was using the apple, adding chilies to that mix, it just felt like there was something missing. When I changed it over to pineapple, it took it to that next level, and I won't go back. Really proud of this recipe, and I hope that you do try it. If you do celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. I hope that you're having a fantastic break with your family and friends. If you don't celebrate Christmas still, I hope that you're having a fantastic break with your family and friends over this festive period. And I hope that 2022 is going to be an awesome year. I'm seriously looking forward to it, so much that I have planned, and I hope that you're going to come along for the journey. Thank you so much for being along with me over the last year and the last few years. I'm really thankful for that. And look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, stay safe and stay spicy.